Do you know what this is, King Pachingo?
A manifest for funding. It's for some charity. I thought I banned such willy-nilly giving of goodwill. Another thing I must have destroyed.
It would be all much simpler if it was only for charity. But this is a funding manifest for the Tepay Liberty Fraternity.
Professor Proboscis took out their leaders and several of their recruits a few days ago. General Tars, there's nothing to worry about. The fraternity is dead.
I am aware of this development, but look closely. Who is the biggest donor? That's right, the Exclave Authority. I've checked several other anti-Tepay organizations, and they all share the same prime benefactor.
So, the Exclave Authority fancies itself a philanthropist. What a waste of money! It'll take much more than that to quash the flames of Tepay. Tars, what is it that you truly want?
It's time we punch them in the face. It's time we have a real confrontation to them. Let's take a direct battle with them instead of their proxy, the Froobs.
We have been taking the fight to them, General. Cha-Cha has been deterring several of their strike teams and forming some of his own. The Froobian border is a hotbed of activity.
But we have been holding back. We have a perfectly good position in the NRUP. Let's use them as a staging point for a Tepay offensive and invade the Exclave.
Forget about the CPAS. They have lost most of their military forces and are no longer much of a concern. But do remember that this is the CPAS Civil War. They and the Exclave share brethren, don't you know?
The CPAS is as good as dead. Those signs manifested during the First Galactic War. It's time we focus on the Exclave Authority. They're invigorated and aggressive.
General Hammerhouse has been fine-tuning the NRUP fleet, though I'm afraid they will not be much help to us.
Then we take power in the NRUP. Voss and I see this as the natural next step. Let's make the NRUP a true puppet of the Tepay state, and then we can really give the Exclave a beating for funding terror and fear in our own country.
Fine, General Tars, you are to leave domestic duty and join Hammerhouse and Professor Proboscis in overthrowing the NRUP.
Professor Proboscis, General Hammerhouse, you have a new message from King Pachingo. Here it is.
It is I, King Pachingo, and Professor Proboscis. I have a new mission for you. Overthrow the NRUP government and commence an attack on the Exclave Authority. General Tars will arrive shortly to reinforce you if need be. King Pachingo out.
It appears Tars found a way to escape domestic duty. Professor Proboscis, how do you want to go about overthrowing the NRUP? I assume it will not be easy. On the contrary, Liam, General Dakota has always been an advocate for us. We will install him as the head of the country in a coup, and then we'll also make sure to maintain the support of the Wolf Pack. Excuse me, but this all seems a bit too much. Shouldn't Tepay not interfere with the politics of other nations? That's never a good foreign policy. Silence, manservant Farland! How else would you describe our presence here to begin with? Or our part in the CPAS Civil War? To be fair, Professor, this war could easily boil into another galactic war. I will discuss with Dakota his ascension to military head of the NRUP. Good day, Hammerhouse. What brings you over to my office today? I've been picking out more targets to bomb. I worry the Wolfpack is growing restless. That is what I want to talk about. Supreme President Exos is not making the proper moves to guarantee that the NRUP comes on top after the CPAS Civil War. Or if ever comes on top. No one is more aware of this than me. I know we have to strike the Exclave hard if we're ever going to be considered a serious threat. and I would hate to see my country come under their evil dominion. Yes, I am sure that you have heard reports of the battles between the CPAS and the Exclave. Most brutal. And it is obvious that the Exclave has intentions of taking over other states, much like your country. I've known this from the start. Compass wouldn't have joined up with the Froobs if he had nothing to earn. He wants to create a new CPAS that follows his ideal of a nation. Part of the plan to stop Compass's far-reaching mind hinges on the NRUP's ability to resist Exclave domination. You know they are after your resources. It has been made clear to me that I must topple Exos' regime and start one of my own. General Hammerhouse, can I count on the Tepay backing me up? Of course, all we need is the Wolfpack's assurance that they will continue working with us even after a change in power. Oh, they will. As long as a bounty hunter gets their pay, they have nothing to complain about. Though I do wish to wean myself off of them, or at least to consolidate them into our official military. Exos is coming back from a meeting with the Providence governors. We will strike him then and destroy his whole cruiser, ensuring his death. I will be in the assembly room and announce to my beloved country that I will lead us to victory, and affirm that if Exos continued ruling, he would have led us to ruin and destitution. And then we will strike the Exclave Authority and cement your power as a competent commander and military genius. They will respect you forever. Tepay Troop number 22, prepare the neutron missiles. A200, message to Swarm Master Colt Sumners that we will soon be engaging the Exclave Authority space station.
Missiles loaded, and Vix is prepared for the proper firing diagnostic to annihilate the cruisers as soon as they come out of warp.
Working. Message from Colt Sumners. He is ready to ship out as soon as we are, and he affirms his modified Rangers will see us through. The NRUP Cruiser Phoenix is coming out of warp. Prepare the following program. His shields are down. He is unaware of our true intentions.
Tepay Troop number 22, you know what to do. A200, inform General Dakota that President Exos is eliminated. He may proceed with the plan.
Neutron missile noise, explosion noise.
General Tars, you have arrived. I hope your travels from Tepay were safe. You almost missed all the action. I'm sorry to inform you, Dakota, but our plans don't involve you anymore. I will serve as head of the NRUP, or should I say Quadrant 7 of Tepay. Thank you for your service.
Photon phaser noise.
Professor Proboscis, General Tars informs me that he has eliminated the NRUP seat of government, and that all military officials will follow Tepay. You betrayed them. The NRUP space fleet is smart. Teaming up with Tepay will give them greater freedoms than they could ever imagine. Now scram, manservant Farland, and never come back. Tars will stay in the NRUP, Professor, and I will continue to carry out this campaign, and you are to return to the Republic of Tepay after this battle, as per King Pachingo's orders. Naturally, of course, General Hammerhouse, your victory over the Exclave Authority will make up for last time, as you spend most of the Galactic War in prison. Colonel, an NRUP Tepay fleet is heading straight towards us. What do you want us to do? Most predictable. Inform General Hawthorne to take out his Mark II and show them who is boss. And maybe release some of our unpainted CPAS ships to convince them into thinking that we have allies.
I see now why the CPAS Exclave was hailed as the storehouse of the CPAS fleet. Professor, are we going to be able to handle 3 of those Mark IIs?
I laugh at this pathetic power play. Do not be intimidated. No matter how many ships they have, we are still stronger. Prepare all the weapons. Inform Sumners we are engaging. Attention all combatants. This is General Tazdis Alok. Please cease your firing. The CPAS wishes to convene a peace conference. Please put aside your weapons. The firing has stopped, General. It appears they are willing to listen to you.